What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to make a walkthrough video here of the collection here in the garage for you guys for the end of the year, so that way we can go over everything that I have here in the collection, also autographs, memorabilia, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get on with the video. So this here is my Street Fighter II Champions Edition cabinet. So now when I picked this one up, it was empty. It had nothing in it. It had some Tekken side art on it. So bought a complete art kit, and then also, of course, got the PCB. Had to source a CRT for it. And after some some time and restoration, went ahead and got it done. So I do need to get all of these bolts that are there on the front off, resand it and repaint it. So this one's going to be another video that's going to be coming up here on the channel sometime in 2025. So now we'll step over this way. So this here is a empty MK1 cabinet that's going to be a build that I'm doing here in the future, which is going to be a really good build. I do need to build another door for right there for accessibility, but for the most part, all the wiring, everything is in it. All it needs, of course, is a CRT, but we'll get to that later because that's going to be a whole different build. This here is a empty Big Buck Hunter cabinet. So this one right here is going to be converted into a Guitar Hero cabinet. So I'm going to put LED T-molding on it that lights up, so all of the sides will light up. I'm going to put a light there on the top, change out, of course, all brand new custom art. So the cool thing about that is that it does have these hooks here that are originally for the gun. So that will be perfect to hold the guitar on the Guitar Hero. Here I'm going to put probably an 8-inch subwoofer. So this one's going to be a very cool build. Here we have the Golden Tee cabinet. So this one is in a WrestleFest cabinet. Got this one for $100. Got it from a guy who said that his boss gave it to him and he didn't know how to turn it on if it worked. I told him I'll take it because he was selling it as is. Brought it home, plugged it in, and there was a switch on the inside of the cabinet. Turned it on, works perfectly. So this one here, though, I did put a 27-inch monitor in here. Now originally this came with a 25-inch. I took that monitor out, put it into the WrestleMania cabinet, and then put this 27-inch monitor in here, which looks great because whenever I have company over, we do play a lot of this Golden Tee. So let's go ahead and head over this way to the race car section or the racing games. So this one, of course, we have San Francisco Rush 2049. So this one here I got in a trade. So this one also as well, I do got to do some repair work on it. It does need a new marquee. Here on the bottom, someone did some horrible Bondo work to it. So luckily for me, there is an art kit out for it that I can go ahead and get all of this stuff restored. So all of the cabinets that are in here, of course, are running CRTs. None of my cabinets have any LCD monitors. Then of course we do have the amazing Fast and Furious. So what I love about this cabinet here is that the bottom lights up just like the cars in the movie. So this cabinet here, I got it for $75. The guy said that it wasn't working. When I picked it up, it wasn't working. Of course, there is videos of this one here on the channel. I ended up having to get a brand new computer for it. So we just couldn't get the old computer to work. So, but now this one runs perfectly fine. Now this one here is a cabinet that I put together for my daughter because my daughter does love everything Sonic and Mario. So this one has a Raspberry Pi in it. So this one has just a bunch of games on there. I do got to put a cover here so that way it can cover up that CRT. That's a commercial television. So that way we can go ahead and have it look more uniform. But for the most part, she loves it, and it actually plays really well. And of course, over here we do have my podcast area where I film all the episodes of the Combat Dads with Matt from Broken Laser. So I have my microphone, my camera set up, my controller. So because I do where I play Fightcade and some Mortal Kombat Mugans and whatnot. And of course, just some random stuff that I have hanging up here on the wall. This here is some of my vinyl collection. I hung up all of my favorite albums that I have here that I love and listen to a lot. And of course got some of my memorabilia, but we'll get to that here in a second. And now we'll go over to the Midway section, or some of the Midway section. So now this Mortal Kombat 1 cabinet here, when I got it, it was converted to a Tekken cabinet. It had no art under it, under the black paint. They stripped it off, so that was I was able to, of course, get new artwork for it. And of course, that restoration is here on the channel. And now we go over to the MK2. So now the MK2, that one was the first arcade cabinet that I ever picked up. It was completely empty, completely gutted. There was nothing in it. The guy had a computer in it. He took all of that stuff out. So when I got it, it was literally just a shell, no control panel, no wiring, just basically the glass. Not even a bezel. There was no bezel for around the marquee. I mean, around the monitor. So I had to source all of that stuff. This was the very first one that I did, and which got me hooked on to where we are at now today. So now this one here is the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Plus dedicated cabinet. So it does have a custom bezel here with all of the unlockables that are here. Sorry for all the glare. So that one was I redid the original ones that Mike from Your MK Arcade Source did for him, and he sent me the file, and I was able to customize it to be customized for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Plus. So also the side art is custom as well. You can't see the plus there on the 3, and of course custom marquee. So the only thing that's not custom is, of course, because this is an original MK3 control panel, and of course the front art doesn't have the plus on it, because of course those are, that's not original. This is original, but I didn't think to add the plus to the front of it here. And now we got the Trilogy cabinet. So this one here is a direct clone to the original one made from Mike over again at Your MK Arcade Source. This one here is running the PC version, and of course did a whole custom bezel because I had the file for it from Mike. So I did add the other characters with their movesets and whatnot on it. Painted the border, or changed the colors of the borders so they'd match the orange here on the Trilogy cabinet. You can't really see the side art, but of course it does have beautiful custom side art here on it. So like I said, this one here is running the PC version. So there is 0 load times on this one. All music also is still intact. Also, I did have I put a custom button down here. I don't know if you, oh, there it is. So that button there is your select button. So now, whenever you want to pick the classic characters, you just go over to them. We'll go to Raiden, hit that button that's down here, and it will change him to his classic. Same thing with Jax, hit the button there on the bottom. Same with Kung Lao. So I hit that button so that way I didn't have to drill another hole. And then also these of course work as your start. So when you're at the menu, you can go to options, and if you hold up and the start button, it will take you into the hidden menu to where you can get the one button fatalities and whatnot. So what I am going to eventually do is I want to wire the coin door over to the start button and split off of it, so that way when you put a coin in, it'll start the game. And then also you can do it by pressing start, but just so you're able to put a coin in there. And now we go over to the MK4. So this one here, I got it in a trade. And for the most part, everything on it, the way it is, was already on it. The joysticks, I didn't change anything with that. I did take off the Lex hand because it was in horrible condition. Did some touch-up work here on the front. Painted it, sanded it, bondoed it. The bezel was already on there. And then I did have to order another marquee because This one here, well, the original one that was on there was the original, and of course it was pretty much dry rotted. This here is the claw machine that we have here. So now this claw machine, I did pick it up from a buddy here locally. So we have all of our daughter's little plushies that are inside here, and then we do keep quarters here for her. So whenever she wants to play it, she just simply has to open up the front. She knows how to do it. She turns it on, and then she's able to play it. Also, during Halloween, we take all of those things out because we do let people come into the garage during Halloween. We order a bunch of Halloween plushies, and then I just put a bunch of credits in there, and also set it to where every play is a win, so that way all the kids will get to walk away with a plush. So now we go over to the other side of the Midway cabinets. We have here our Blitz cabinet. So now this one, the marquee has officially dry rotted out, and it ended up cracking on me. So I'm going to have to order another one, I'm sorry. But you can tell that it's real dry rotted, and just from that original bulb being behind it, you can tell the difference in the new ones. So that's gonna get changed out. I'm thinking about reskinning this to a NBA Showtime Blitz, but I'm not 100% sure yet. This one here is running a PC in it as well, so that way we can put all the different games on it. When I got this cabinet as well, it was completely gutted, completely empty. They did a horrible job on the control panel here, so I had to order a brand new one and then put new buttons and joysticks and stuff like that in there. So now we got the beautiful WrestleMania. So this cabinet here, I love the way that this one came out. I love that the gold T-molding that's on there that complements the logos. Also put championship belt there as a topper. So this one's a very fun game. People tend to play this one a lot when they come over. Got your small move list that's there. And now we go over to the beautiful Killer Instinct cabinet. The latest one to the collection, the latest build, the latest restore. So this one I did make some custom. I don't know if you can see them. There you go. Say insert coin in the KI font. Looks better in person. So this one here has, there was a lot of work done to that one. I'll post a video to this build here in the description. So now the control panel is original, and of course the rest of the stuff is all redone. And we have the beautiful Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet. Got Leonardo hanging out. Oh, also I forgot to mention, I put a Halloween skull there on the top as a topper, and I put a red bandana on him so that way he can match Spinal. The eyes do light up on this, which is pretty cool. There's a button on the back, you turn it on, the lights light up, and it does laugh from time to time, which is super cool. So now we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cabinet. I do need to turn the brightness down on the monitor though. And on the front of it, I did put lights. I put one behind the, one under the control panel. Then I got some on the bottom. Then I found these cool little keychains at Five and Below. So, looks pretty cool on it. But this one here I got from my buddy Randy Savage. I actually got this one and the WrestleMania cabinet from him. This one was completely gutted as well, completely empty, and it was converted into a Golden Tee cabinet. Again, I will post the video here in the description, so that way you can go ahead and check out that restoration. That one was a really cool one. So we'll go over to the memorabilia area. So now I do got a couple of old control panels that are here. That one is a European version, because you'll notice that on the character, instead of it saying high punch, low punch, block, high kick, low kick, it actually has stick figures. And then this one here is, the control panel is ruined because they drilled new holes above the block. So basically, those became wall art. Those are just marquees from cabinets that I've gotten, took them out. The Ultimate Mortal Kombat 4, the story behind that one is when I originally got my MK3 PCB, I had it in my MK4 with the switcher. So I wanted a custom marquee to kind of show that both games were on there. So it actually looks pretty cool. That would have been cool if they would have put like Goro and also Noob Saibot in the arcade version, and they could have made that one. So it's a little carpet that I had made. Then of course we got some of my autographs. That one here is signed by Sonya, Ed Boon, John Tobias, Kerry Hoskins, and I believe Sal DeVita. Then there's the original magazine, a Playboy magazine that Sonya was in with Kerry Hoskins. And of course all of these are all autographed to me that I've picked up over the years. Some of my collectibles that I've gotten over the years. Nothing too crazy. So that's pretty much it with the collection. So we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up this year. So if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We got a bunch of cool stuff going on in the channel. I'm gonna get back to all of the playthroughs here on the Ultimate, and then also for y'all that are new here, we did already all of the characters on 1. We did all the characters on 2. We're on 3 right now. We're gonna go to Trilogy to do a couple of fighters on there, the MK1 characters and the bosses. We'll go over to MK4, and then we'll jump over. We'll do all of the characters from WrestleMania and Killer Instinct as well. So with all that being said, I appreciate you for stopping by, and if you like the collection and enjoyed the video, you can also like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Appreciate you for stopping by. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all on the next one.